guys, it is Tanya, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to another speed build. Today, I am building a family home. It's a medium-sized family home with 3 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. I don't really know what size lot this is. I think it's a 20 by 30. It's not too big of a lot, and we are located in the world of Willow Creek. So this, as I mentioned, is 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, but it is also 3 packs. This is a limited pack build, only using seasons, parenthood, and kids room stuff. I thought those would be a few good packs to use to really incorporate like a nice family home, but not go too overboard. And seasons and parenthood are pretty popular amongst the packs that people have. And I'm not really sure about kids room stuff, but I thought it worked pretty well for getting some extra decoration into this house. And it's a really good stuff pack if you guys don't have it already. It gives you a lot of really fun stuff for your kids' bedrooms. So we're just figuring out the shape of it now. I think it came out really cute. I hope you guys like it. If you guys do want to download this build, it will be on the gallery if you search Gryphi or the hashtag MsGryphi. That information will also be in the description down below, as well as a direct download link to the gallery website if it's easier for you to download it that way. But we're just still working with the roof and the colors. I changed the colors of the windows and these columns and all kinds of stuff so many times. I was very indecisive. I really wanted to make the brown work, and I didn't really make it work in the end because it bothers me so much that door and those columns match, but there isn't an exact match for the windows of that particular swatch. And I don't know why, but it bothers me greatly. So maybe someday they will update that so that they match. You would think that they're from the same pack. Why does it not have that one swatch? And that's the one that I really like, the one on the door, but it doesn't come in the windows. And yeah, it's a struggle not having the option to change colors. Like, we don't have a color wheel in The Sims 4, which is fine. I just want matching swatches. I know last year they went through and updated, I think, all of the base game doors in the game so that they would all have a black and white swatch and just be more cohesive overall. And I believe they're supposed to be doing the base game windows as well. And I don't expect them to update every window and door in the entire game from every pack, but I wonder if going back to things that have inconsistencies like this, where the door has more swatches than the windows, if that's something they would fix or not. Very curious, because that's something I would really appreciate. And I think a lot of people would, because it's not like, hey, can you recolor everything in every pack? I'm like, can we just get them connected? That'd be great. But I love the swatch on that door. It's so pretty. I think it's just so nice. So you'll see the windows change colors quite a few times, from like a beige color to a white, and I think we ended up going with a white in the end, if I'm remembering correctly. I built this a couple of days ago. It was actually over the course of a few days. I finished it a few days ago. I think I started this build maybe like a week and a half ago. I don't know what it is. Like, I started doing it and then I put it down. I basically built the shape of it and then didn't do anything with it. I didn't do the landscaping. I didn't do the floor plan. I just came back later, and sometimes that happens. Although a lot of times when I step away for that many days, the build just never happens. It never gets finished. I never post it. So I have a lot of work in progress things that just, they never come to be. But this one did, and I'm happy because I really liked it. I put down the scarecrow and then I was like, we're going to make it fall. I feel like my brain is in spring mode because in the northern hemisphere, we are entering into spring now, but I know in the southern hemisphere, we're entering into fall. So I thought I would have like a little autumn family home. I didn't go too over the top with autumn decorations. I have a couple of pumpkins throughout the house, and that's pretty much it. Other than it's obviously autumn outside with the colorful trees. I think it's really pretty, and it was nice to do that because I feel like I always build in summer. I don't even build in spring because in game it's not pretty like it is in real life. I feel like it's just dead. It's just sad. Granted, in real life right now it's kind of dead and sad here too, because things haven't started getting green yet. Nothing's growing yet. It just looks like a sad winter time without snow. So I guess it's pretty realistic. But for that reason, I don't really like building in that season in the game. It's like summer, winter, fall. Spring doesn't exist, but that's okay. But here we are figuring out the floor plan. This does end up being a 3-bedroom house. I did imagine it was for 1 or 2 parents and 3 children. So you'll see that come together. Although I guess they could be like 2 children and a teenager. One of the kids has their own room. That could be a teenager. But you'll see how it comes together. I used a lot, obviously, from the limited packs that I chose. So the color schemes were strongly influenced by what was available in those packs. And I had fun with it because I used like some swatches and some items that I don't typically use. Like I almost never put the Void Critter machine in rooms where you can like battle them. And it's such a cute item and a fun interaction for your Sims to play with. So I was excited to add that. But we are in the kitchen using these cabinets that I overuse from Parenthood. They're probably my favorite kitchen set in the game. And I wanted to use this dark wood in here, this like bright, it's like both bright and dark. I don't know how to explain it. It's like a red wood in the kitchen. But I did switch it out for the lighter version of that wood that I like and overuse because I thought it worked better in this kitchen. But eventually I will make this color work because I think it's really pretty. But we are going to be switching that over here shortly, as well as the backsplash to be a lighter blue. And I think it came out pretty cute in the end. Hopefully you guys do agree. But yeah, there ends up being an island in this kitchen, and then we have a table off to the side. The kitchen and dining are in the same space, and I think that worked out pretty well. And just adding a little side table type thing over here with some glitter on it. I tried to put a lot of like kid stuff throughout the house, so we have a lunchbox on the counter. We added this toy over here, but I think I got rid of it later because I opted to put it somewhere else, and I didn't want it to be too repetitive having the same toy in multiple places downstairs. So I did switch that out, but I think we're about to switch the counters out. I thought about using like the white ones, but these brown ones I think look a little bit better, the orangey brown. I think it's so pretty. It's my favorite swatch of these counters. It's been years, and I'm still not over how great these counters are. This kitchen set is just so good, and I can't stop using it. I really want something to challenge my love for the Parenthood counter set. Like, I can't wait until that happens because it's just, I can't imagine it happening, I suppose, because they're so good. But anyway, just adding some more clutter throughout. I'm making this stuff be on top of the microwave. I think that's pretty realistic. And just getting a couple more decorations in here. I really liked that wreath, and so I put that on the back door, adding some plants and fruit. I love that fruit bowl as well. I'm just trying to make it look lived in, a little cluttered. A little bit later, we add some notes onto the fridge as well. And yeah, just some cards and stuff. Not too much to talk about. Just making sure it looks like kids have been through here, the family's through here. It's pretty cleanly, but there's still stuff. Like, it's not put away in the cabinets. There's just like things on the counter. And I quite like that. A little cookie jar. I never had a cookie jar in my house growing up. Did you guys have a cookie jar? I always wanted one. I always wished there was always fresh baked cookies in my house, and that just wasn't a reality. But that's okay. My Sims can have it. We're just adding some shelves over here, adding some books and some plants. I believe we add pencils and pens over there as well. It's good to have that to grab in the kitchen when you're making a list or something. I don't know about you guys, but I've always had a junk drawer in my kitchen, and that's where like pens and pencils and all kinds of random stuff goes. My current junk drawer in my kitchen has dog poop bags and like twine and things like that in it. So, you know, junk drawers. We don't have those in The Sims, but I like to add little details like that. Having like the pens and pencils on the counter is close enough. But this is the dining space. I did add a fish bowl over in the corner. I thought that'd be kind of cute to have a fish. And now we are into the living room using that fireplace from Parenthood. And this room ends up being pretty cozy. It ends up being kind of green, orange, and yellow. So I used these couches from Parenthood, combined them together into an L shape, and then I used 2 of these chairs. I think these are they base game or kids room stuff? I'm actually not sure, but I almost never use them. But I thought the idea of having kids chairs down here in the living room was such a cute idea. And just really bringing in that family aspect. This is like a close-knit family, and I really liked that. And so that's the toy I just deleted, so I could put it on the couch in here. And then this table is from Seasons, I think. But I think it matches really well with everything. I think these packs work together very well. There's some other packs that would have gone well as well, but I wanted to limit it to like one expansion, one stuff pack, and one game pack. So if you guys have any other suggestions for some limited pack builds, please let me know, because this was really fun and I'd totally be down to do it again. So now we're just adding some more pumpkins and working on the main entryway. You can see that the mailbox was inside. I forgot to place it again, and then when I transferred this over into fall, I was in live mode or live mode, depending on which one you call it. I interchanged the two. I don't really know which one's correct, but when you do that and you didn't place the mailbox, it just randomly spawns on the lot, and a majority of the time it's right inside the front door, which I don't understand, but I got the mailbox because I changed the season. The amount of times I just forget to add that completely though, and then I upload it to the gallery and the mailbox is inside. It's kind of embarrassing, but I feel like a mailbox is an easy thing to forget on a lot. But anyway, this is the downstairs bathroom. I think this is the only one that I recorded and showed in the video, but there are two upstairs, a hall bathroom and an ensuite for the master. But this is just the downstairs bathroom. I think they all have a shower. I'm not sure if they all have a shower tub combo like this one, but I made sure that you had this so that way if you have a dog or a toddler, you have a place to go ahead and bathe them, even though I didn't set up this house for either of those, I don't think. I know there's no toddler bed or toddler stuff in this house, but I don't think I added dog stuff, if I'm remembering correctly. Like I said, I started this build like a week and a half ago. But anyway, this is the master bedroom. It does use this brown bed from Seasons. I love this bed, and then this base scheme carpet. And yeah, it's really simple and neutral in this room. I didn't go too over the top. I added some seasonal decorations and just kept it pretty relaxing and neutral. I tend to do that with my master bedrooms in The Sims, and then I go all out on kids and teenagers rooms because I feel like there's just more personality packed into one space in real life in those rooms versus the master bedroom, which usually takes on more of the personality of the rest of the house. But kids' bedrooms, they got their own things going on, so that's what I went ahead and did. So this ends up being a shared bedroom. I believe I switch out these beds. I don't think I kept the same two, but I did use the sports wallpaper in there that came with Parenthood, and then in the other bedroom, I also used that same wallpaper, but with the little leaves on it, and I just really like how it came out. But I do think we're going to switch out the orange bed for a different bed momentarily. I believe we end up only having one bed from Parenthood and then this one over here from kids' room stuff. So I'm using a bed from each pack for the kids' rooms. I have Parenthood, kids' room stuff, and Seasons. So I was trying to like use all of the packs, and I had so much fun with that because I feel like I've never combined, like I do twins rooms or like two kids sharing a room all the time, but I never put these two beds together, and they fit so well. They have the same color scheme, but I feel like they can work for different personalities. So I imagine there was two kids in this room. One of them's really into sports. The other one's really into like superheroes and robots. And so that's kind of what I went with. And I think the room came together pretty nicely. I really like this wallpaper because it looks like wallpaper I've seen in real life in kids' rooms. And I just thought it was really realistic. So I enjoyed this room. I think it's pretty cluttered. That has the void critter machine in the middle, as I had mentioned earlier, and just lots of clutter on the floor to make it messy. And yeah, that's pretty much what this room is. It's for two very different personalities with a similar color scheme. And then into this bedroom, this could be for a teenager or a kid, some tween. I feel like I imagine this sim was like 12. So like 11 or 12, like a tween. So I really like the color scheme in here. The bed really brought out that pink, because I was thinking just green because of the walls, and then I grabbed that bed and I was like, oh my gosh, the pink looks so nice with that. So I really went all out with that color scheme, and I think it came out really nice. I made this little vanity over by the window. We have some posters on the walls, and I really wanted to use the shelf from Kids Room stuff that has some like bags hanging from it and a little dog poster on top, or a little photo frame. You saw me trying to place it down just now. And I don't know what it is, but for the longest time when I try and place that, it's kind of see-through, and I don't know why. So I didn't end up placing that in the end. I just picked out some other decorations for this room, and it's pretty matchy-matchy with the colors that I picked. But I kind of liked that. I thought it worked pretty well, and it's definitely not a color scheme I've gone for before, so that was refreshing to do. And I feel like I added a skill building item in here, but I don't remember what it was. Maybe it was a guitar. Yeah, so there's a guitar in this room. I am starting to think that is more of a teenager or tween room, like I mentioned. And then we have a computer set up in the hallway up here. We had this extra space, so I thought it would be nice as an open space office. And as I mentioned, the 2 upstairs bathrooms I did not record, so unfortunately those are not in this footage, but they're very similar to the downstairs bathroom, and they will be in the screenshots at the end if you'd like to check them out. Which we're going to be going into here shortly. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. I had a lot of fun making it. If you like this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. You can also subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and if you click that bell, it'll turn on notifications to be notified of every single time I upload a new video. We're just getting the last couple decorations outside here, trying to make it look a little bit more lived in. Couldn't make my mind up on that bench though. And now we're heading into screenshots. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye everybody.